We just bought a mule, and we've owned him 3 years ago, and the history on it's been kind of fun. This is the third time I got to own him. Very good mule. I bought him as a month-old, still on the mare. Then I sold him as a 2-year-old to my mentor in North Carolina. He had him until he was 7. We sold him as 8 years old, and now we got the chance to buy him back. And I don't like the situation where we were able to buy him back. Got in Colorado, bought him, had back surgery, and wasn't able to ride him for the last 18 months. So he didn't want him standing around. He gave me the option to have him back, and I'm very fortunate to have him back. Today's the first day that we're messing with him. I'm going to do some groundwork. He saddled up great. I'm going to do some groundwork here and just see what he remembers. And we're going to ride him here and just see what he remembers from when I last rode him, which that would be 3 years ago. He's now 11 years old. So it's kind of exciting, kind of seeing what kind of work paid off before this. I'm going to see, he still remembers this part, seems like. He might not be perfect at him. I'm just going to kind of jog him around here, or move him around here, and see what all he remembers. This is stuff he had done when he was started as a 2-year-old when I had him, and I know he remembers quite a bit of it when I bought him back as a 7-year-old, and we did some more with it, and but he's been off for 18 months and 3 years per month. See if he can move the hind quarters around. Maybe a little sticky there. That's pretty much perfect. Let's see if he can move the front. That's pretty cool. The foundation stuff of this is amazing how much, if you work at it, how much will stick with them as they get older. Like he's wants to go to the barn a little bit there. But it's cool to see that the training pays off. See, you move the hind quarter. Doesn't have quite as much bend as he had when I sold him. Moving the hinds, but he still gets it. The hinds need a little pressure on that. I'm gonna see if he can back up. Still remembers that. That's pretty neat. See if he can still put his head down for us, like we would be bridle him. Might take a little time here. Maybe not thinking about there. He's a little bit. But not a ton of resistance. There we go. There. That's pretty neat. So let's try to back him up from underneath the halter. See how he feels. Nice and fluid. Motion back. That's pretty cool. One thing that I did not train for, that my mentor, they were showing him a little bit in the halter. I'm going to see if he remembers, is he was shown in halter, so he would walk, trot, and right beside me on cue. So that was kind of neat. That is, you just can't get mad about that. That is awesome. So I'm gonna ride them also. I probably won't get that on video, but just the groundwork basics, how much that stuff sticks with them from when they're young. And they can learn it when they're older. It's just seeing the training pay off and stick with them with a little bit of a reminder how much that means to them and sticks with them. Now imagine all the bad habits if you teach them when they're 2 years old and through their life, how much that can stick with them. It can stick just as good as it can stick as long as good stuff will, as he had, but if you make that into a good habit, and train and put a foundation on him, that stuff will stick with him. That's all I have. I thought it might be interesting to share, and hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.